So I'm stood on the ancient prehistoric hill fort of Navan. It's surrounded by banks and trenches, and this was a key site in the prehistoric kingdom of Ulster. And even after the 3rd century, when the kingdom of Ulster didn't quite have the power that it had once had, it was still an important area in the north here when Patrick arrived in the 5th century. So it was here that he came, and it was here that he asked the chieftain for some land to build a church. He was given some land in Armagh, which is just to the east of us, close to where the current cathedral stands, and you can just see the spires of the cathedral in the background behind us. This little mound within the fortress is the highest spot around here, and in excavating this mound they found religious and symbolic artifacts to suggest that this mound was used as a place of worship and religious ritual, possibly because pagans, with their respect and their sense of wonder at the created world and the universe, built this because it's the closest point it reaches up to touch the universe itself. Patrick came here from Wales, and as I start the St. Patrick's pilgrimage later today, tomorrow I'll tell you more about St. Patrick. But the Christianity that he brought here to Ireland spread across into Scotland, to Iona, around to Lindisfarne, and the traditions, because these areas were not conquered by the Romans, some of the traditions and the flavour of the Christianity in these areas became slightly different from the Roman brand, and the rediscovery of that is what we call Celtic spirituality or Celtic Christianity today. So Celtic Christianity, of course, believes all the traditional orthodox things that Christianity as a whole does, but it brings with it a certain sacramentality, viewing the sacred not just in the special activities of the church, but through creation itself. And so in Celtic spirituality and Celtic worship, water, rocks, trees, wind, etc., etc., have a special importance. And I spoke yesterday about plugging into the divine, keeping the spiritual part of our nature alive. And for Celtic Christianity, creation itself is a way that you can do that. Some branches of Celtic spirituality call the Bible God's little book and creation God's big book. And so connecting with the divine comes not just from special set-aside moments, but from noticing God at work in the ordinary, in the everyday, in the world around us. And that's an aspect of Celtic spirituality which very much appeals to me. Alongside that, Celtic Christianity recognises that there are particular times, particular moments, and particular places where God seems very close, and the Spirit of God seems very present. And sometimes those places are called thin places, places where the gap between the sacred and the ordinary come very close indeed. So when your spiritual senses become well honed, you can find God in almost anything, in almost any situation. But sometimes when you deliberately, intentionally want to seek God out, it's good to go somewhere special, to do something special, to light a candle, to hold a stone, to walk somewhere beautiful, or to come somewhere like this place where people have worshipped God, even if they may not really have understood who God was, but have sensed the presence of the divine in a very special way for thousands and thousands and thousands of years. a truly thin place.